Alright, history buffs. Let's dive into the wild, secret side of ancient Rome. This city, known for its grandeur and power, has layers of history that are often overlooked. Today we're peeling back those layers to reveal some of the most fascinating and lesser-known aspects of Roman life. You probably know Rome for its mighty legions, epic gladiator fights, and jaw-dropping architecture. These are the iconic images that come to mind when we think of ancient Rome. But what about the everyday lives of the Romans? What quirky, bizarre, and downright surprising practices did they have? But trust me, there's a lot more beneath the surface. First up, public toilets. These were not just functional spaces but social hubs where people gathered and chatted. Imagine discussing politics or the latest gossip while taking care of business. Yeah, the Romans did them differently. Communal toilets were everywhere, but here's the kicker. No privacy walls and everyone sat side by side. It was a communal experience in the truest sense, reflecting the Roman emphasis on community and public life. And for toilet paper, they used a shared sponge on a stick rinsed in water, hygiene, ancient Rome style. Now, about the Colosseum. This iconic structure wasn't just a venue for gladiatorial combat, it was a multifunctional arena that hosted a variety of spectacles. It wasn't just for gladiators. The Colosseum was a stage for all sorts of events, from animal hunts to public executions, and even theatrical performances. They actually flooded the arena and staged full-on naval battles inside the Colosseum. These naumachii were elaborate and required incredible engineering to pull off. Imagine watching ships crash and warriors battle, all in the heart of Rome. Talk about entertainment. The Romans were masters of spectacle, always looking for new ways to amaze and entertain the masses. Get this, Romans had graffiti, and it was just as cheeky as today's. They used walls as their canvas, expressing themselves in ways that are surprisingly familiar to us. They scribbled insults, love notes, and political memes all over the city. These writings give us a glimpse into the thoughts and feelings of everyday Romans. In Pompeii, you can still read stuff like, "I hope your hemorrhoids rub together so much that they hurt worse than they ever have before." Savage. Let's talk food. Roman cuisine was as diverse and complex as their culture. Romans loved a fish sauce called garum. This condiment was a staple in their diet, used to flavor a wide variety of dishes. It was made by fermenting fish guts in the sun for weeks. The process was long and smelly, but the result was a highly prized sauce that added a unique umami flavor to their meals. It stank to high heaven, but they put it on everything. From meats to vegetables, garum was the go-to seasoning. If you think anchovies are strong, you haven't smelled this stuff. Now let's move on to fashion. And here's a real shocker. Roman emperors had a thing for purple. This color was a symbol of power and status, reserved for the elite. The color was so exclusive only the emperor could wear a full purple toga. It was a mark of imperial authority and divine favor. If anyone else tried, it was considered treason, punishable by death. The strict enforcement of this rule underscored the importance of maintaining social hierarchies. Talk about a strict dress code. Last secret, Roman concrete. This material was a game-changer in construction. The reason so many ancient buildings are still standing isn't luck. It's all thanks to their innovative use of materials. Their concrete recipe was lost for centuries, but it turns out they used volcanic ash that made it super durable, even stronger over time. This discovery has fascinated modern engineers and historians alike. So next time you think of Rome, remember, it wasn't just marble columns and mighty Caesars, it was a city of contrasts, where the extraordinary and the mundane coexisted in fascinating ways. It was toilets with sponges, stinky sauces, and naval battles on dry land. These quirky details make ancient Rome feel a little more relatable, don't they? Thanks for hanging out. Drop your favorite Roman fact in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Your curiosity keeps history alive.